Here now, a warrior such as yourself seeks always finer weapons, yeah? If you aid me in a small matter, you shall have access to weapons both fearsome and powerful. What do you say? Excellent. So, have you heard tell of the master weaponsmith in these parts? His talent is without measure, but he's stubborn as a plough beast and sells only to a chosen circle of clients. To such patrons, he gifts an idol to make his favour known. I must gain such an icon and access to his wares no matter what the cost. It's often been said you possess a talent for discovery. Secure me a figurine, and I shall provide weapons the likes of which you have never dreamed. What say you? Will you help?
Hail, Arisen. Looking dour as ever, I see. I've a proposal that might put some cheer in those cheeks. Will you hear me? Well, it's like this. A peddler is only as good as her suppliers. For my own part, being both clever and beautiful, I've little trouble keeping an inventory. But contentment leads to failure, so I seek new weaponsmiths to supply my shop. I have a certain one in mind, a man of singular talent, but caustic temperament. Much as you, in truth. The smith refuses audience with all but select clients, and upon such clients he bestows an idol, so as to prove his favor. If I can recover such a figurine, I would have singular right to peddle his wares in these parts. There is no cost I will not bear to gain this icon. So what say you, Arisen? Will you retrieve an idol for me? This is a job most suited to your talents. I pray you will not fail me in it.
I thank you for today. It was quite the diversion. Are you very close with my father? I should hope to see you again soon, sir. I shall allow you to accompany me anytime you wish. For now, take this. 'Tis a token of my esteem. Pleased?
Wonderful! I was right to trust in you for this. An icon bestowed upon only the most valued customers. I dare say it's a work of art itself. The weaponsmith will see me now, and no delay. What a coup for my humble shop! You've done me a great service, Arisen. I shall plan to repay the favor when next I receive new inventory. Until then, may the Maker guide your steps.
An idol by the Maker. Give it here. Beautiful. The quality of craft is plain to see. I shall make for the weaponsmith with all speed. Your efforts will not go unrewarded, Arisen. When next we speak, you shall find my selection quite more to your liking. The masterworks all...
Arisen, I would speak with you. Privately. This is not the place. 'Tis a conversation best had after dark. Meet me in the courtyard by night. I shall await you in the castle courtyard after dark. Tell no one of your coming. Ah, you've come. You must forgive me the secrecy. The matter demands it, I assure you. I dare not speak it aloud, so pray, listen close. Truth be told, I have long traveled the land in secret, keeping watch over the Duke's army. Now I fear my investigation has borne fruit. One company has amassed supplies far beyond their need. Their regimen of training, too, defies comparison. His Grace must know of this, thought I, and so drafted a letter to send the moment I found a courier I could trust. But fate is cruel, sir, and the pack I'd placed the letter was snatched by monsters out on the roads. If someone should find that missive, and its contents become known to the public, morale will crumble. What's more, a secret serves use only so long as it stays hidden. Their treason will be more easily foiled if they do not expect the Duke to know of it. The letter must be found. Surely you understand, sir. I would ask you to find it, and retrieve it here, to me. Naturally, His Grace cannot openly compensate you for this task, but I shall gladly pay you out of my own pockets, should you succeed. Make her speed your steps, sir. I was traveling the roads when I was attacked. Came from the air, swooping down long enough to snatch up my pack. Like as not carried it back to their nest. Though where that may be, I know not. The mountains near the Great Wall are nest to many a flying creature, though. Perhaps there is the best place to start.
We don't take kindly to trespassers.
Duke's gone well and truly mad with his business of researching the dragon. Sure, there are writings of the sort left in ruins and the like, but who's to say who wrote them, and for what purpose? The most of them are fiction and fancy, pure and simple. Some self-important bastard with a bit of learning strings together a few lines, and there's your precious text. A piece of friendly advice. Forget the Duke, and bring any text of that sort to private collectors. You'll be far better rewarded that way. Mark my words. I'm sure you'll find all you need. Boy there. Quite the pretty little item you have there, friend. Why not leave it with me a while? I'll craft you a forgery fit to fool the maker's own eye. I'll not beat round the bush. I'll have the goods ready by this time tomorrow. I'm sure you'll find all you anytime. So, what do you say of my selection, friend? I'm sure you'll find all you need. Here we are, a perfect duplicate. 'Tis yours. I'm sure you'll find all you need. I'm sure anytime.
A moment, sir. I'm named Gabriel. I serve under Sir Dario, Captain at the Stone of the North. I see the Captain was correct in surmising you would possess that letter. 'Tis a missive Chamberlain Fiedel asked you to retrieve. Am I correct? Pray do not lend credence to that fox's lies. He's a man drunk on ambition. He plans to win the Duke's trust by spreading lies of sedition, happily shedding the blood of faithful men in the process. But even that is but a preamble. Giving him cause to meet with the Duke in private is as good as lending him your dagger to plunge into his grace's breast. Sir Dario is determined to see Fiedel's traitorous designs thwarted. Allow me to bring the letter to Sir Dario. As none know of it, you need fear no ill consequence. All I've heard of you suggests a person of keen judgment. Pray, give me the letter, sir. My thanks, sir. You've chosen wisely. By so doing, have spared the castle the chaos this scheme would have wrought. 'Tis fortunate Fiedel moves slowly for a fox. It will like be some time before he's crafted his next plot. I'm certain Sir Dario will see you rewarded for your aid in this matter, Arisen. Cannot promise what or when, but know that the men of the stone e'er pay their debts. Until then, I take my leave. Ha!
Still no sign of the letter, then? Your reputation suggests a more expedient hand. I'll know not to expect overmuch from the Arisen in the future.
That seal! You've found the letter!
And the seal is yet unbroken. Good! Its contents remain a secret. I shall give it to His Grace myself at the earliest chance. You are a wonder, sir. I shall see that you are properly rewarded for this boon.
Beg pardon, Arisen. I'm sure this is a small matter, but I would yet have you hear it. I was at my post before the castle not long ago, when a strange man came round asking after your whereabouts. Even more curious. When I told him I knew not, he swore me. Tell no one of our encounter. Have you some enemy, Arisen? His eyes were mad. I shall never forget them. I beg you, be wary. I am he who treads where death. I am he who slips the earthly bonds.
I am he who sets the world to burn. We are the Nameless Men. Your life belongs to us.
I am he who salts the wound. Your edge shall not.
I am he who flays the skin. Let us see if you can stand for truth.
I am he who strides the sky. Your cowardice shall be exposed.
I am he who walks the broken road. I bear no grudge against you, Arisen, but you shall die by my hand just the same.
I am she who turns the wheel eternal. Your final thought shall be of me. I am she that ends all things.
I am the void of Stygian blood. I am wonder and despair. I am annihilation. You stood tall against my nameless men, Arisen. But you will find my challenge of a different kind. I see you now for a true part of everything, part of everyone.
Somehow we've muddled through.
Hoy there! Can anyone hear me? Pray come and help! Place is fit to set the hairs on your neck to standing on end, huh? And with good reason. I'd thought to enjoy a quiet nip of the old spirits here, away from prying eyes, huh? But then, a fearsome rumble came from further yon. Against my better judgment, I went and stole a look. 'Twas monsters, sure enough, a regular hive of them. Can't let the likes of them loose on the village, I thought, so I stayed here to hold them back. Lucky thing I thought to sneak a drink. I'm well glad to see you, truth be told. I fear the beasts are beyond the means of this old man. Will you go and clear them out, cousin? My thanks. And good luck to you. Don't leave a one of them alive. The path beyond is convoluted and dangerous. Here, cousin. Let this protect you. Take care.
I pray that puts an end to the matter. For now, let's return.
The beasts are slain then? Ha! Joyful news! I will sleep easier, not having their like crawling about below the village. Here, 'tis a small token of thanks. Take it, my friend. Now to find another spot to steal a quiet drink.
I hope to see you this day, Kaz. I have aught I would tell you. I have chosen to forego the fishing life, so I might travel the land and study its wonders. As such, I had hoped you might assist in preparations for my journey. How does this offer find you? I truly will always be in your debt, Kaz. For all else, I must provision myself for the trek. I need goods that restore energy. Something to speed my steps when exhaustion creeps round. Might you find me some such healing items? I know that healing items are of utmost import, and I do have a knack for needing them. Best not to be stingy. Perfect. These should keep me from getting into too much trouble, at least when you aren't around to save me. Now, what's next? What's next? Ah, yes, of course. Some source of light. My travels will most like take me to caves and other dark places, you know. How could I forget a light source? My mind must be going south. Many thanks. I needn't fear any darkness with this at my side. Is there else I require? Food, of course. It's not that I'm picky. I just don't know what's fit to eat other than fish. Might you find something I can bring, Cuz?
A well-formed party can often fell even foes stronger than they.
I'd best bring as much food as possible. If I must eat alone, I ought to at least eat well. This should be food enough. My thanks, Cuz. That should take care of the essentials. But might I beg one final request? A good luck charm to guide me on the roads. I can't always depend on you, after all.
Met any rarities? Any rarity? Right there.
Ill fortune will doubtless visit my journey at some point. A good luck charm would steady my resolve. Aha! Yes! It's perfect! This should be all. I believe I finally have everything I need to set off. This is more baggage than I imagined. I had planned to pack sparingly, but see now that proper caution cannot be taken lightly. Beg forgive me, Kaz, but one more favor? Could I trouble you to take my things to the shore? Fantastic. That is well, truly everything. I have stolen too much of your time, and yet can only give thanks in return.
Please, cuz, join me in a drink as thanks for your kindness. You must think me mad to set off in the name of research. What with the dragon so near at hand. What's a fisherman gain from the study of plant and beast in the first place, huh? In truth, I have no proper answer. I simply find such things enjoyable. I don't want to merely dream of the outside world. I must see it with my own eyes, uncover its mysteries. The journey will not be easy, I'm sure. It would be a lie to say I do not fear the dangers ahead. But if not now, when? We are alike, you and I. Two simple folk, thrust into a grand adventure far beyond themselves. I'll not slay a dragon, of course. But with the Maker's grace, I might yet aid folk in my own way. Dawn is breaking. I'd best be off. When we return from our quests, I would be honored to share a cup with you again.
No, the trail can't grow cold now. Oh, Father, where are you? What in the Maker's name is the Arisen? No. Who am I to question Fortune's gift? Please help me find my father. He's a gardener in his Grace Duke Edmund's castle. I awoke one morning to find him vanished without a word. It's not like him at all. I've searched for near on a week now, but found nothing. I beg your aid, Sir Arisen. I've truly nowhere else to turn. Take this. My father will know it on first glance. Maker, speed your steps.
Gardener to the Duke. Then we best return to Grand Soren.
Well met, Arisen. How may I aid you, sir? You seek a wayward gardener? I fear I'll be little help for your cause. Yet hold a moment. We had cause to interrogate a castle laborer some days past. Our spies learned of a plot wherein secrets of state were leaking to a gang of bandits. I believe the workman suspected of this sedition is in our custody still. I fear that's as much as I know, sir. That I could aid you further.
My permit, there, my son, is safe. Maker be praised that such a fate could befall me. I never so much as considered it. 'Twas ill luck alone put me in this spot. I but overheard a conversation. I was attending to my duties as a royal aide, and a nobleman spoke nearby, yes? But I knew them not, and gave their fervent whispers little attention. Yet without warning, I found myself summoned by a guardsman. He accused me of spying on the pair, and banished me to the dungeon forthwith. I've lived the memory many times over in this place. Most like I could recall parts of the conversation if pressed, but that means naught now. I seek only to save my life, or failing that, keep harm from my son. Time is short. The guard will return ere long, and begin their interrogation. Most like they'll employ torture, which leaves my chances of survival pitifully low. I implore you, Arisen, lead me from this terrible place. You are my final hope. Save me, sir. I beg of you.
How did you fare, Fisher Knight?
We've escaped the castle. Let's do the southern gate. Our pursuers dare not follow into the city proper. We've not long now arisen.
Father!
Tomlin! My son! My son!
I heard tell the Arisen made for the capital, and prayed to find you here. I can't even imagine what they must have done to you. But it's all over now. I owe you so much, Arisen. Thank you.
Mere thanks seem nothing weighed against your actions, Arisen. Without your aid, I would not stand afore you, nor see my son again. This whole ordeal has a foul air about it. I fear the whispers I overheard are joined to sinister workings in the Duchy. Perhaps we shall learn what the talk concerned ere long. I only pray it causes us no further trouble. I've naught with which to repay your kindness, but if ever you find yourself in need, only say the word, and I'll be at your side. Make her guide you until then, Arisen.
It pains me to burden you, busy as you are with the royal orders, but there is aught I would speak of with you. 'Tis a cause of worry, though I speak only for myself and not as Chamberlain. Might I beg a moment? Skeletons have been sighted near the capital these past few days. Elsewhere, I've had no end of reports of secret meetings among the Zealots of Salvation. I cannot help but see the two as intertwined, though I have no evidence to prove it. Still, I'll be damned if I allow their kind to go corrupting the minds of good people for want of evidence. Arisen, I ask this as a favor. Will you look into these events and hunt out any thread that connects them? I believe I've learned where the cult meets. I've made note of it on your map. I ask you begin your search there. Go, and learn what you can.
It seems these secret meetings take place within the capital.
What do you make of this new plan the High Conclave's crafted? I know the aim's to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive. Talk is those walking bones have slain 3 of our own, and we're to let such creatures roam the roads.
Aye, if we're so ordered. The rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention. I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I'd thought. 'Tis time to send word to the others. Come, no more doubts, brother. You're to begin work under the Conclave soon, no?
Aye, I'm bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was surprised at the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me. I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
Farewell, then.
Go prove them right for choosing you, brother. Ah, and if you're bound for the Conclave Hall, pray, save me an errand along your way. This key needs returning to the usual spot. You know the place, aye? The other messengers will have need of it, so pray, see it back safely.
Aye, I'll see it done. Worry not. I'll see you at the next gathering, brother. Till Dragonfire lights the dawn.
What's your problem?
Farewell. For months I've placed the key here as told, and only now do I stop to wonder if it is safe. I suppose it isn't the sort of place a fellow would stumble upon without being told. Either way, 'tis little concern of mine, now I'm bound for the Conclave Hall.
Welcome, Arisen. 'Tis an honor to have you come so far to meet us. You here seeking the source of the skeletons? Or have you just come to rid us of a few traitors? My thanks, by the by. I see no call for secrets. It was salvation loosed those bone warriors upon the land. They are an experiment, a vanguard. All in preparation for the day of reckoning to come. You shall have an honored place among them, Arisen. Aye, your bones shall lead the march as the Red Dawn breaks. All things to our ash.
Seems Salvation's shadow stretches far and wide. Sir Maximilian must know of this.
Well met, sir. The catacombs are cleansed of rats, thanks to your efforts, Arisen. The roads, too, are all but free from the skeleton warriors. Grancis is safe for the moment. Documents they left behind shed some light on Salvation's actions as of late. It seems the skeletons were an attempt to bolster their numbers. A thought I do not relish. What's more, it was their own members' bones they put to use. Newly joined believers made living sacrifices. They were turned from flesh to living bone by some dark art, all as a part of some experiment. The writings claim that bone warriors wrought from living men are stronger than those come from corpses. Even for a cult of madmen to visit such atrocities upon their own. 'Tis a horror. And one now hopefully at an end. Again, you have my thanks, Arisen. Pray, accept this small token for your efforts.